Hey, what's going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Lord of the Rings Home. We have had a special news update today, which I guess I'm going to bring to you because why not? I'm around, so let's talk about it. We have Haradrim month of August, so we're going to be getting the Haradrim. Well, sorry, we're going to be finishing the Haradrim, of course, for this month, and they are here, as you can see, and we have two more marquee characters coming. Now, I'm a little bit disappointed that it seems that, for the most part, 90% of the releases that we've been getting is marquee releases, and we still haven't had Arwen farmable yet, and I don't know when that's going to happen necessarily. She's in the she's in the supply store alongside Eladin, but, when's it going to happen? And I think that's what I'm wondering, because that'll give us some data in terms of what we can expect in terms of these characters and how long it's going to take before we can actually get them outside of paying. Now, of course, with marquee events, everyone is going to get a 3-star character, which is great. And we have the two characters, the ones we already knew. Like, if you played the beta, you knew this was coming. The healer character, who is going to be the leader, has the leader ability, and Bakala, who is going to be the extra DPS character. But we're going to go through the kits as well. And so you can get some lore background here on the Haradrim if you don't really know who they are and how they're going to play. Basically, they're going to be sharing passives. So the healer character, Teb the Sage, who you can see here, he is going to be sharing his passive and everyone else's passive with each other. Now, it's a really cool mechanic. Allegedly, this is also a team in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes that do something like this. And so I like that part of it. Now, the good thing is that we should be able to build these characters without needing too much. You should be able to use these without having to get huge star levels on them because of the passive part of the Sage, and we'll talk about it as well. And so, yeah, there we go. There's a little background. They like to use this sort of glass background on the characters, and there's a little background for them there. But let's get started into the kits. So Teb the Sage, Shadow Healer, Legendary, Leader, and Haradrim. Now, there's been some rumors, though, that this may be a legendary unlock for the future Nazgul, especially the Witch King. Now, I can tell you something, that the Nazgul are coming. Now, that's probably something that doesn't take too much guesswork, but yes, they will be coming. Now, I do think that they're actually going to be coming on the back of this team, which would be in September, or late August into September. And the thing is that, of course, the Nazgul are 5 characters. So even if they are the release to the Witch King, it's going to be about a month and a half, at least, maybe 2 months, before we saw the Witch King released. Now, what that does mean, though, is you're going to need to spend more money on these if they are the legendary unlock for the Witch King than you would have on the Elves, because it means that absolutely you need a 5-star Teb the Sage and Bakala. Whereas for me, when I unlocked Elrond, I only needed an Eladin because I had the other characters farmed up beforehand. So keep that in mind. In terms of the kit, though, I want to zoom in a little bit more. So yeah, they're pretty interesting. There was some pretty big reworks, I think, to this character's kit. There goes the basic ability. It does damage and has a chance to grant Fortitude, which is resistance. And at max, it's a guaranteed Fortitude for 2 turns to the most wounded squad member. It's okay. Obviously it's no Elrond basic, but hey. Southron Medicine. This is the special ability that heals. At full, it heals all squad members and 800 health and 20% of the max health. 20% is pretty good, especially if you do happen to have higher star ranks, though, of course, at lower star ranks, this is not going to be doing as much, but it does grant Fortitude to 1 turn. So there's a lot of Fortitude being passed around by this character, but it's the special 2 that really is the biggest thing here. And at max, it grants haste for 2 turns to all squad members, regardless of their affiliation, which is great. A very good plug-and-play ability here, and cleanses 1 Bane from self and 3 random allies. So the haste is insane. Haste is a very crazy buff. Same with slow. Slow as a debuff and haste as a buff is insane, because this is a turn-based game. So having speed up for 2 turns is just absolutely bonkers and going to be really, really good. And especially because, like I said, this character is available to use for that ability outside of the team if you so wish. So it's going to be a great plug-and-play character, so that's a very good thing to have. Passive ability, of course, is going to be that they gain Unbreakable if they get under low health. So it's not anything super crazy. For only the first time as well. Not a really great passive, actually, but the leader ability. So Each living Haradrim squad member, that's important, living Haradrim squad member shares their passive ability with other Haradrim squad members. Now, what's interesting is that this ability, this leader ability at max, doesn't really seem to do anything. It does the exact same thing here, but it does add 10% damage and 15% block chance to the rest of the team. So this isn't going to be a priority upgrade for me because it's already doing what I need it to do, which is sharing the passive. And I don't need to upgrade this beyond level 1. Now, I'll do this for a little bit, maybe if I get a little bit of stats, like to level 3 or something like that. But I don't see myself going balls to the wall on this over other skills which are going to be more important for the team, like the heal, like the haste, or even the abilities on the rest of the Haradrim team. So, is what it is there. Now, what's going to be great, of course, is that for people who are building for challenges, don't forget that there's 2 separate, like, big challenges. One requires humans and goblins, I'm pretty sure, and the other ones are elves and orcs. So for those who haven't really put into a ton of investment into the Isengard team, I think now's the time to pivot, right? Because, you know, the characters for the Haradrim are farmable. We have Wubei for the guild store. You can find him in there. I almost have him at 6-star. There is Yeftu and Robel, of course, in the nodes. So you can farm them daily, and I've been doing that. And I've been recommending that to people as well over the last couple of weeks. Check out some of my videos. I've already mentioned, you know, how I'm farming them every single day and how I've recommended that people do that. So let's just read on what they say as the strategy tips. The leader ability allows any Haradrim squad members passive to be used with the others, but only while they're alive. Of course, I just said that. The Black Serpent Poison from Robel. Yeah, this is crazy. So make use of the Black Serpent Poison. When Robel is an ally, make sure to target key enemies with the unique Bane that converts boons into poison. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Basically, they all share with each other, but you need to crit because of Robel's passive in order to apply the Black Serpent's poison. And so this should be a lot of fun. Now, this is going to be this week. So we're going to have a chance to unlock them like on Thursday. August the 3rd is on Thursday on the marquee event for a 3-star unlock. So that's fine. I'm going to start building up the team and leveling them up a little bit more. I'm not going to spend, though. Even if they are a legendary unlock for the Witch King, I'm not spending money on this game right now. You know, like, I am enjoying it for what it is, but I'm not willing to spend money on the game. I don't like it that much. Put down like potentially $200 which is what would be required to get the other characters up to 5-star. This Teb the Sage and Bakala, who we're going to look at pretty soon. So this is what it is there, and we're going to go over and talk about Bakala, who's the other damage character. They say support, but sorry, realistically, I'm pretty sure they're a damage character. So I don't know what this is going on because a lot of it's all damage. The Blade Dancer of the team with a sword, but hey, let's take a look at the kit. So Heartless Assault, the basic. It does attack 3 times for 60% damage per hit and inflicts 2 stacks of poison for 2 turns. Now, what's great about the fact that it hits for 3 times is that means you have 3 chances to crit, which means you have 3 chances in the entire team to apply the Black Serpent Poison. So any multi-hit combo attacks is going to have more chances to trigger a crit, which will then have a chance to trigger the Black Poison, which is great. Special ability 1, Serpent's Dance. This one here, I guess, is a bit of a... This is the support part. You know, cleanses 2 Banes, grants concentration for 1 turn, and grants deadly for 1 turn to self and 2 allies with the most Banes. Now, I mean, I do kind of hate skills that kind of just don't do damage. And it's just... And deadly's okay. And deadly's important. Deadly's important for this team, right? Because they need it for crits. So it is an important ability, but I don't know. I'm kind of weird about things that just do a low amount of buffs and things like that. Maybe that's why I hated Mortaw from the Isengard team, because I felt like it didn't do a ton. Special 2, Serpent's Fang. Now this is a team-up attack with Wubei. So as you can see, it does damage. So with at max, it does inflict a stack of Black Serpent's Poison, which is great. Attack the enemy for 3 times for 105% per hit, or if Wubei is an ally, instead attack twice for 195. So that's a total of 390. Now, my only big issue with this, though, is it's not the 3-hit attack. So, like I said, there's less chances to crit, which means less chance to do Black Serpent Poison. That being said, it's already applying it, so maybe it doesn't matter. It is overall more damage, so that's a good thing. And it's more than the 315 that's going to happen. Without Wubei, there's absolutely no reason why you wouldn't have Wubei. So, I mean, yeah, take that for what it is. And the passive ability deals bonus damage. This is a weird number. 23% bonus damage against enemies with no boons. So that's the whole point of the Black Serpent Poison, is instead of gaining boons, that they would convert it to poison and additional damage, which is really cool. Not a super crazy character. I'd actually say that Bakala is probably the least important here in my opinion, but that's just me. And the marquee event is going to be the following week on August the 10th on the back of Teb the Sage. If I had to guess, and if I had to say, I would honestly say that the healer character Teb the Sage, not only just because he's the leader, but because he's a healer as well. So you're going to want to have high star ranks for better heals so that it translates better with the stats. I think that he's going to be a more important character to invest in if that's what you're going to be doing. Whether that's investment in gear or whether that's investment in money for star ranks, that's entirely up to you. This is a team that I'm going to be building and I'm going to be looking forward to. But I would keep it in the back of your mind that there's a good possibility that this could be the next legendary unlock team. And there's reasons for this, because you actually have to legitimately invest money into both of them if you want to get that legendary unlock, because they're not going to be able to let you do this anywhere else, because there's only 5 Haradrim, not 6 or 7 L's that you could potentially invest in for Elrond. So you're locked into this. For if they are the Nazgul Witch King unlock, you're locked into these 5, and you're going to have to make sure you spend money on them if you do want to get that character unlocked. But that's not official at this point in time. It's been highly rumored, and the Nazgul are coming. I do have information that the Nazgul are coming pretty soon. So that's the end of this video, and until next time, everybody, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you later, and good luck on Mines of Moria, which should be coming out for most of us tomorrow. When I mean come out, they should be able to launch that. There's going to be another video tomorrow morning just to kind of recap what you're going to be looking forward to doing in Chapter 1, just so that we're all on the same page in terms of the best scoring mechanisms or methods to do that. So until then, I'll see you there, and Boilon signing out.